Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if like me, you like cake, you are going to love this spiced up version of it. This is a peanut chocolate marble cake that's just as beautiful as it is delicious. Ready for the recipe? Let's go. So we are starting with the peanut cake batter, and for this you will need 60 grams of soft room temperature butter, 110 grams of sugar, 90 grams of heavy cream, an egg, 50 grams of peanut butter, a pinch of salt, 3 grams baking powder, 95 grams of all-purpose flour, and of course, to make this, you will also need a whisk and/or a spatula. Start by pouring the butter into a bowl and whisk that until it becomes smooth. Then add the sugar and mix with a spatula. You can of course use the whisk here still. The consistency should be cream-like at this point. Adding the egg, it's normal if you have a sort of scrambled egg effect here. Just keep stirring and it will get smooth. If your butter isn't soft enough, you might get some lumps here, but that will dissolve when you add the flour, so don't worry about it. Now adding the peanut butter for some flavor as well as the heavy cream. I've chosen a smooth peanut butter, but you can also use a chunky one if you like the texture. It's time for the dry ingredients. Start with baking powder, salt, then add the flour and mix well. Once the batter is all done, you will need to pour it into a piping bag. Make sure it's sealed from the top and set it aside. We now move on to the chocolate cake batter. For this you need 60 grams of soft room temperature butter, 110 grams sugar, a pinch of salt, an egg, 3 grams of baking powder, 15 grams cocoa powder, 95 grams of all-purpose flour, and of course 90 grams of heavy cream. You will also need a spatula and/or whisk as previously. Start by pouring the butter into a bowl and whisk that until it becomes smooth and homogeneous. Then adding the sugar and mix well with a spatula or a whisk as you prefer. And again, here you are looking for a cream-like consistency. Add in the egg and watch out for that scrambled egg effect. Keep stirring thoroughly until everything becomes smooth. And if you get some lumps at this stage, don't worry too much about it. That will go away once we add the dry ingredients. So pouring the salt, the baking powder, cocoa powder, and flour all at once, and mix well. You can of course add the heavy cream in with the wet ingredients before, but if like me you forgot about it, you can totally add it up next. Once the batter is all done and smooth, you can put it in a piping bag, seal it from the top, and then set it aside. For the baking part, you will need a cake mold. The shape is really up to you. Here, I've used a 20 cm by 8 cm mold. You can cover the mold with parchment paper or simply grease and flour it. Using the 2 piping bags from earlier, pipe a W shape with the peanut batter and an M shape on top of it with the chocolate batter. If you don't have piping bags, you can use a spoon to spread the batter. It won't be as sharp, but it'll totally give you a marble look after baking. You want to fill the mold 2/3 up so that the cake doesn't spill all over. Preheat the oven at 175 degrees C and bake for approximately an hour or until a toothpick comes out dry. Once the cake is done, place it on a plate and set it in the freezer for 30 minutes at least. In the meantime, you can start preparing the glaze. This is a rather simple glaze, and what you will need for this is some melted dark chocolate that you want to mix with some vegetable oil and peanuts. You can add other nuts, of course, if you prefer. You can also put in some coconut powder. It's really up to you. So mix that and set aside. Place the cold cake on a wire rack. You can top it with some peanuts to add a crunchy texture. Pour the glaze all at once and filling any empty spots if you have some, using a spatula or an offset spatula. You need to work quickly here because the glaze will set since the cake is really cold. Once the glaze is completely set, you can serve the cake and enjoy it. So there you go, guys. This is the finished marble cake with a beautiful shape on the inside. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this recipe. If you want to be the first to see my next recipes, make sure you subscribe to my channel. See you guys next week, and as always, bon appetit!